On, folks? Good morning, 10:15 a.m., February 16th. Taking a quick look over at the market and another quick look at Tesla. On the right-hand side of my screen, we have some of the CME futures. We are looking at the NASDAQ right now, down 185. S&P's down 30. Dow down 200, and the Russell down 13. Looks like we're dropping a little bit here as we speak. Taking a look over at Tesla. Tesla is still in this long-term consolidation, basically starting from November 21st until today, the 16th of February. And it has just been one choppy, noisy, sideways, volatile price action. It's done a great job at testing investors' patience and whipsawing positions in and out. What we do see, which is nice as of now, is this is the low for now on the 28th of January. And on the February 11, we printed a higher low as of now. So we have this low on the 28th of January, undercutting the 200-day, closing above. And then over on February 11th, we have a higher low. We are above the 200-day there. So what we're looking for next is we want to see a higher high be printed. And what I mean by a higher high is, me personally, I want to see a print above this January 26th candle of 987.69. I want a higher high above that. I want to see a close above that. And that'll give me some nice, strong confirmation that there is a new uptrend unfolding right before our eyes, and we are in the early stages of that. So whether it unfolds throughout the rest of this week or it takes a little bit longer, we need to see a high get printed, and that will be the early stages of a new uptrend unfolding. We'll have our higher lows, and then we'll have our first higher high, and then we should be off to the races here. So we just got to have patience, as I have mentioned in prior videos about Tesla and pretty much the overall market in general, is we are in this choppiness, noisy action, all kinds of news and noise being spewed out over the mainstream networks, definitely getting investors' emotions all over the place. But if we just look at the chart, right now, so far, we have a higher low, and we're waiting for what comes next, which should be a higher high. So right now, we have our eyes on this being the higher high on January 26th. We want to print above that, and then we should be good and feeling pretty well here and have that confidence that we're looking for, that Tesla is going to be trending much higher. So that's more of a short-term outlook here on Tesla and what I'm looking for personally. Of course, this is not financial advice. If you check out our Patreon page, you'll actually get the actual prices we are looking for an entry for Tesla, as well as if the market does roll over to the downside, any short positions that we are looking at for an entry. So that is more of a short-term look here on Tesla. If we take more of a zoomed out look, we'll zoom out here. We're on a daily chart over on TradingView. So far, this is nothing but a pullback to the 200-day in a much longer uptrend taking place. So we just have to have patience. So if we just like back in this area here, let me get the tool. Just like back in this area here, we look very similar to that right now. And that whole time you had to have lots and lots of patience. Whether you held through this or you got chopped around through this. Eventually, in this May 21 timeframe, Tesla started to find a nice smooth uptrend again, riding the 200-day, the 21-day, and 50-day, and then making a nice run to the upside. So perhaps we're in that area now, and we just have to be patient and let this play out before the next nice strong trend to the upside develops. So that is kind of a more zoomed out look here on Tesla. Another thing is, I think things will really get going, and I mean to the upside, once we get above this all-time high on November 4th, and that was, according to this, 1243.49. So we'll have our uptrend unfold here. Let me change my tool here. At some point, I believe we'll have our uptrend unfold. We'll have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, another higher low, and then I think we'll really, let me get rid of that. I think we'll really take off once we get back up to that all-time high area. When we break that all-time high, that can be extremely strong. So that is even more of a zoomed out look here on Tesla. But like I said, short term, all we want to see is a higher high, and that will be some confirmation that we believe that a new uptrend is in the very early stages and starting to unfold here. So that's where we're at. And if we look, let me show you something real quick over at Philip Morris. I think this could be an example of what I just said about the all-time highs. So here we are in Philip Morris, and this is actually going to be a good example. So in Philip Morris, we have this big consolidation period here, similar to what we're in Tesla. Yeah, the chart looks a little bit different, but it's basically a very long, choppy, down to sideways market. And that's kind of what we're seeing in Tesla. And as I just mentioned, you can see it here. We put our low in right here for Philip on November 30th, printed a high right here on December 9th. We printed a higher low. That was a low printed higher than this low here on November 30th. And what came to follow after that was a beautiful sight to see. It was a higher high getting printed right here on December 21st. Once again, a higher low to follow. That was actually on December 17th for the higher high. The higher low came on the 22nd of December. And then, boy, did we get going to the upside, printing another higher high all the way up here, January 14th. Pulled back, another higher low. Once we got this higher high above here on December 7th, so we broke that right on, it looks like December 14th, that was that confirmation that there is a new trend unfolding here. But anyways, back to the all-time high scenario. So we can see here on September 7th, all-time high for Philip Morris looks like was 106.51. And just like Tesla, I said when we break out above that all-time high, it can be extremely strong. And you can see it right here on this candle on February 11th. Look at that candle range. That was the low for that was 104 and the high was 108. So that was a very strong breakout, and that breakout was into all-time high territory. And yeah, you can see that we have been moving basically straight up since then. Now, I don't think stocks can go straight up forever. These parabolic moves show strength, but at some point they need to cool down a bit. Whether that's a little pullback or they just trade sideways, consolidate some of that gains, let some time catch up to the price, and then things will continue higher. But I just wanted to show you that comparison, that when a stock, like we'll say Tesla, gets back up to that all-time high, that break to create a new high can be extremely strong and can look something just like this candle right here for Philip Morris. So I thought that was a pretty good example. So let's take a look over here at the CNN Fear and Greed Index. As you can tell, markets are still sitting in some fear. We're at 38. Not too low, but we are well below that 50% mark. So as a contrarian indicator, there's definitely a little bit of fear brewing in the markets, and there has been for some time now. So you can see a week ago it was 40, and then last month it was 58. So we've been sitting pretty low here on the market sentiment anyhow. Jumping back over here to Tesla. Let's see where Tesla is at this morning. It looks like today we're down a little bit, down about $15.44 or 1.6%. So we'll see if this is the early stages of a new uptrend unfolding with those higher lows. And then what we are keeping our eye out for is that next higher high, giving us that confirmation we want to see for that new uptrend unfolding. Well, most people will miss that early start to a new trend. So, all right, everybody, have a great day trading. Keep an eye on the markets. Markets are volatile. Be careful out there trading these more expensive products like Tesla, $900 product. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you want to be notified when we post some more market videos. Have a great day, guys.